Ladies and gentlemen, President, Enterprise Solutions and co-founder, Pyramid Consulting, Ramesh Machuru.
Good afternoon. I'm Ramesh Machuru from Pyramid Consulting, and for those of you that haven't heard of Pyramid Consulting, we're fastest growing, top 50 fastest growing companies in the IT services and solutions business. Thank you again for spending your day with us for the Georgia technology industry as we talk about innovation being the path for future growth. It's also time for us to honor the people that have laid the path for this innovation. It is my pleasure to commence our celebration of the members of our community whose hard work and technology innovation have left an indelible mark on the industry in our state. TAG is a proud sponsor of the Technology Hall of Fame of Georgia because it reflects our mission to recognize and celebrate the leaders and innovators of technology in Georgia. We thank PwC for sharing with us the opportunity to present the Hall of Fame award at the summit. And we thank this year's inductees and all the past honorees of their contribution to the technology in Georgia. I now would like to introduce Nathan Briesmeister, partner of PwC, to begin this year's Hall of Fame recognition.
Good afternoon. PricewaterhouseCoopers is proud to continue its support of the Technology Hall of Fame of Georgia program. This will be the 19th year that PwC has helped recognize and honor the men and women who have made a significant impact on the success of the technology industry in the state of Georgia. I would also like to take a minute and thank and recognize the contributions of Georgia Tech to the Technology Hall of Fame of Georgia program. In particular, I'd like to point out and remind folks to take the opportunity to visit the Technology Hall of Fame of Georgia kiosk that's in the lobby of the Synergy building on the Georgia Tech campus. The kiosk is very nice. It includes video clips of each of the Hall of Fame members. It provides a lot of interesting background and perspective about their accomplishments. With that, I would like to recognize the Hall of Fame members who are in attendance today. Please stand when I call your name. Jim Edenfield, Bill Goodhue, Dennis Hayes, Don House, John Imlay, Charlie Mosley, Sig Mosley, Tom Noonan, Trip Rackley, and Bill Todd. Let's give this group a round of applause. Thank you for being here today, gentlemen. At the conclusion of the award presentation, I would ask that the entire group come up to the stage for a couple photos. This year, we are excited to honor 3 inductees into the Technology Hall of Fame: Wayne Hodges, Pete Kite, and Dr. Raymond Shinazi. We will be recognizing the inductees today in alphabetical order. With that, I'd like to introduce you to Don House, who will provide some introductory remarks regarding Wayne Hodges. Following Don's remarks, Wayne, if you would come to the podium to say a few words. With that, I'll turn it over to Don.
Good afternoon. It is an honor and a pleasure to introduce Wayne Hodges and welcome him to the Technology Hall of Fame of Georgia. You know, the Hall of Fame has recognized entrepreneurs, scientists, educators, members of government, Today we're recognizing a person who has dedicated his entire career to working to provide services that help industry, entrepreneurs, communities, and economic developers become more competitive through the application of science, technology, and innovation. You know, Wayne retired a couple of years ago after 40 years of service at Georgia Tech. When he retired, he was Vice Provost of the Georgia Tech Enterprise Innovation Institute. Wayne's a native of Kentucky and a graduate of Transylvania University in Lexington. He moved to Atlanta 42 years ago to go to work for the Georgia Tech Engineering Experiment Station. In 1980, Wayne was asked to be the co-founder of the Advanced Technology Development Center that we all know as ATDC. I guess you'd say that was a life-changing event. The ATDC was the first university-affiliated technology incubator in the company, in the U.S. And many of us in this room have directly or indirectly benefited by association with the ATDC. Currently, the ATDC is in very nice facilities at Technology Square. But you know, it wasn't always like that. Like most of our companies represented in this room, the ATDC had humble beginnings. When Wayne and the co-founder, the late Jerry Birchfield, were asked to start up ATDC, the only space available for them was the basement of the old O'Keefe High School building on the Georgia Tech campus. When I first visited them, I had to go down into the basement, past the old chalkboards and school desks to find their offices. It was truly a startup. And from that humble start under Wayne's leadership, the ATDC has become an internationally recognized incubator and a model that's been used in many locales. In the early 90s, Wayne led the consolidation of Georgia Tech's economic development and business assistance programs into one organization, that is the Enterprise Innovation Institute. He served on a number of advisory boards, such as the Manufacturing Extension Partnership and the Southern Technology Council. He was involved as an advisor in the formation of the Georgia Research Alliance, and he served as president of the Georgia Economic Developers Association. And when I began, I said Wayne retired, but that's not completely accurate because he's currently serving as executive director of the Global Center for Medical Innovation. This GCMI is a support system for the medical device industry in the Southeast, and hopefully he'll share some of his thoughts about that. Wayne, if you'll come up, I'd like to congratulate you and welcome you into the Technology Hall of Fame of Georgia.
Thank you very much. Don, they were very kind words. Don and I go back a long way. I find that each and every day I realize I go back a long way with a lot of people. I'm about to have an anniversary, April Fool's Day. I will have been here since April Fool's Day in 1970, when I was smart enough to accept an offer from Georgia Tech. I accepted it thinking I would be here 2 years. I also was smart enough to stay longer. I didn't realize the breadth and depth of the commitment that Georgia Tech had and has to driving the economy of the state and the Southeast and being a part of the technology community, and how important that was and how much commitment that Georgia Tech had to it. So although I stayed at one institution for a long time, I had a lot of different jobs and a lot of different opportunities to work with a lot of different people and do lots of different things that were very rewarding to me and it gave me the opportunity to make a lot of good friends and to meet a lot of the movers and shakers who really have driven the development of this technology community. And we should say science and technology community now, I think. But if you read the list of names that are in the Technology Hall of Fame, those are the movers and shakers. Those are the people that built the companies, they built the infrastructure, and they made this community, the technology and science community, what it is today. And I'm just honored to be a part of that and to be in the company of those individuals. I was given some really good advice before I came up here, an old saying that says, that I think is appropriate for me today is to be brief, be sincere, and be seated. And I'm going to try to stick to that, although people who know me very well know the be brief part is a little difficult. But again, I am so happy to be a part of this group, and I do appreciate this honor and this recognition. I'd like to thank PricewaterhouseCoopers and TAG for their commitment to continuing and supporting the Technology Hall of Fame. I think that's a worthy thing to do, and to continue to recognize those that are making contributions to this community and are leading us to where we are today. And I thank them for all they do in the community otherwise. It's been having been here such a long time, not only do you get to be involved in helping to build things like ATDC, but you also are here to see them grow and prosper and be successful. And that's been a real delight for me. And to see people who have been associated with the development of that, to see them grow and prosper and make other contributions to the community. So the longevity has been something that I have particularly appreciated. As Don said, I'm not retired. I have now serving as the executive director for the Global Center for Medical Innovation, which is a support system for the medical device industry in the Southeast. It has 4 members currently, and a not-for-profit includes Georgia Tech, Piedmont Health Systems, SJTRI, or St. Joseph's Research Institute, Emory, and the Georgia Research Alliance. And we expect that we will have others that will be a part of that. We're excited about that opportunity, and we will have our grand opening on April the 18th. On 14th Street, and if you'd like more information about GCMI, you can go to devices.net, and we would like to see all of you there if that's possible for you. Again, thanks for this honor and this recognition. It's an honor for me to be included in the class of 3 and to be in the company of the other 2 individuals who have made enormous contributions to this science and technology community here. Again, thank you very much.